Here's how an average person can earn close to $1,000 monthly from the online space. Now, let's be honest, most of us aren't influencers, celebrities, or born with a silver spoon. But does it mean that you are exempted from earning online or actually making a living from the internet? The answer is no. And the reason why you see a lot of content that talks about the digital world or the internet is because that is where the future is leading to. At this stage, if you don't get to that point where you can actually earn a living from the online space, it's more like sooner or later you'll be left behind. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down things you can do to literally leverage on the internet as an average person with no tech skill, with no computer degree, with literally no experience, and just from the comfort of your home using your smartphone. Hi, my name is Chima Kandabisi, and on this channel I teach people how to quadruple their finances and scale their business. So if any of this interests you, feel free to click on the plus sign button to subscribe to join the family. Like this video, also share your thoughts on what you think about this video in the comment section, and of course share this video to actually help someone out there. Let's go. So in this particular video, I'm just going to go straight to the point, and then I'm also going to teach you or expose to you how the rich people or the wealthy people stay wealthy. Okay, so one thing I would advise you to do is you don't, even if you have a physical skill or a physical job, or you have a place you're earning money from, you should not exempt the fact that you need to start earning from the online space. Like, do not exempt that fact. Okay, and the best way to do this is by learning a tech skill. It could be data analysis. The good news is that there are so many tech skills you can learn. It could be YouTube optimization, but make sure you learn a skill that it is in high demand. Okay, you need to make sure that the skill is in high demand and the skill is something that piques the interest of people. Okay, now the moment you are able to do that, the next thing you are going to do is to earn from these four multiple angles. The first one is rendering that skill as a service. You need to make sure you are rendering the skill as a service to maybe your family or friends, close relatives, church members, like religious worshippers, or even in your community. No matter how little you want to start charging, just start charging. And also make sure you have a coach that will guide you on the exact amount to charge, because sometimes I've come to notice that we charge either too much at the beginning stage or too little at the beginning stage. So you need to know the exact correct amount that best suits the service you are offering and the time you are giving out and the energy you are putting into that service for your clients. Now, the second way you can earn from this skill is by applying for jobs. A lot of people don't know that these skills are in high demand. So there's always going to be an open, like a job open rate for things like this. Okay, so if you see application or a post on that, you can apply. Literally, I see a lot of application on advertising, copywriting all the time. You can choose to apply and get a job that pays you more, or most times you see this job, they tell you it is 2 hours, 3 hours. You can choose to apply, which is like VA role. But my best advice for you is to pick a skill, one skill, and do not get distracted and learn that skill until you are good at it. Okay, now the third way you can literally earn from this skill is by educating people about this skill on your social media platform or on your YouTube channel, just like this video you are watching. You can start creating batch of contents related to that skill, teaching people beginner to intermediate to expert level. Not only will this make you look up like a professional and make you look like a coach, it also helps build your brand around that niche and makes you easy to sell. So when brands deal come your way, or a professional deal that will be very, very profitable to you comes your way, you don't have to do too much explanation. You can just refer them to your that particular social media platform so that they can go through that platform and see the knowledge you have like disbursed so far in your account. Now, the fourth way you can earn from this skill is by creating a course on it, a digital product on it and selling it. And I know you might be thinking that, I don't want to sell or something. It's all up to you. You can do anyone. There are some persons who don't create a course. There are some persons who create a community and make it like a paid monthly community. So imagine when somebody is paying you $50 or $100 or $10 monthly to be in your community. And imagine if you have 1,000 people in that community, or you're selling your digital product and you've sold that digital product to close to 1,000 people, even if it's just 100 persons, times the amount you are choosing to charge. That's a lot of money. Now, I've seen a lot of people get to the point where they start making these kinds of money from these things, and they start spending on unnecessary things. It is okay for you to spend on things you need. Maybe you want to update your gadgets, things like that. You want to present yourself more, you want to do video creation, you need LED lights, all those stuff. It's valid. But the moment you start spending on things you do not need, like excessive things that do not even serve you at that moment, then you're squandering it. And one thing you need to know is that when you make this kind of money, you're meant to invest the money back into your business. And even if the business is feeding you continuously, there might be a point where you can face a little challenges or setback. And what will save you is the pattern of calculation and strategy you have set so far. That is the only thing that will save you during that period. Okay, so how do you stay rich? How do the rich people stay rich, or how do you make yourself stay rich and continue to grow higher and become more and more wealthier by the day? Now, this is my strategy, or rather, this is the strategy I've learned from the people I've seen around me, business events I've visited with people earning six, seven, eight, nine figures, and these are the things they have told me so far. So I'm giving it out here so you can also apply and implement the same way. Like this video, share this video to help someone out there, and of course, share your thoughts on what you think about this video in the comment section, and click on the plus sign button to subscribe to this family. Number one, literally, this falls under four things. Okay, and the first one is knowing how money works. When you know how money works, you will not freak out when you don't have one, and you will not freak out or lose control when you have excessive. So money is a wave. What attracts money is your idea, is what you have in your head. So knowing how it works is having an idea on how to create a channel where money flows in, just like what I've listed for you earlier. So now you already know how money works. You already know that, okay, you have to be valuable. You have to invest in yourself for this money to come through. Because people are not going to pay for your course or mentorship if it's not valuable. It has to be valuable. So you have to really make sure you are putting in the work to be so valuable that they cannot resist not joining your community or getting your digital product, or even getting your service. Now, the moment you know how money works, it then takes you to stage two, which is managing money. My coach will always tell me, Scholastica, don't save for a rainy day, invest for a rainy day. A lot of people squander money because they have excessive. And it is fine, especially if you have been broke before or you're going from a poor background. There's just this part or a stage you get to where when you touch money, you feel like you need to get the whole world and you spend. I even advise people to do that, like enjoy life, all those kind of stuff. But then there's a point where you get to where you have to start managing your money, or else you're going to go broke. And one thing I've come to notice is the moment you go broke, it's literally harder for you to come up. So you don't even want to get to that spot. I've seen my colleagues, I've seen my friends, I've seen my online mates fall to that trap of like literally being stranded to get up. These are people who were making millions before, but what did they do? They were spending lavishly. Some people carried family problems on their head, like they were paying for other, maybe their junior one's school fees. And I'm not saying that's wrong, but when you start making excessive money, Most times it is not for you to spend hugely. It is for you to invest more so that you can make more that you can now use to help maybe your family members to continue to enjoy. If you want to continue to like enjoy, maybe go out, dine, all those kind of stuff. Okay, so you need to know how to manage your money, and managing your money requires you investing a lot. And a lot of people don't say this, but it's a lot heartbreaking when you invest on things that don't work out. But it is fine because money is a wave. It comes and it goes. And there are times when it comes. So it's better for you to invest and it fails, or you have the money and you are too scared to invest, and you never can tell if that would have been what will actually skyrocket you to another bigger level. So manage your money wisely by investing wisely and taking risks. It is normal. Every successful business owners I've seen, or even entrepreneurs who are successful, are always risk takers. They will not even remember to mention how many failures they have hit, because it is so many that they can't even count. So do not limit yourself and say, okay, you know what, I am too scared to invest in this because I invested in something similar to this and I failed. Don't let that hold you. Invest. Keep trying. It is better for you to invest and you fail than for you to have the money and you don't invest because you are scared. No, 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 no. Now, the third stage is stacking money. It is one thing for you to invest, and it's another thing for you to stack money. When you come to this stage, whether or not you are earning from your investment, as long as there is cash flow, then all you need to do is to stack your money. So all you need to do at this stage when you're getting your cash flow is to stack up money. Because the truth is, you can do your tiny investments and try out something, but you already know big fishes that work. For example, buying shares. Now, if you would want to buy share from a big company, it requires big money, right? So this is where stacking up wealth comes from. You need to stack up wealth so that you can have enough to invest in things that you know that has been existing and that has been working. And then the fourth stage, which every single one of these people have mentioned to me, directly or indirectly, is multiplying money. A lot of people don't see this as anything, but it is. You need to make sure as an entrepreneur or a business owner, you diversify your income, but you don't start diversifying immediately. You need to make sure that one has worked so good that it has helped you to manage your money, do your tiny investments and tiny risks and start up tiny stuff that might flop or might not flop, and then also help you stack money before you can now start diversifying your income, before you can now start thinking of buying shares, going to the bank, or buying a share from a corporate organization, or even trying to start another set of business on its own. Okay, so these are the four things that has has been stuck in my mind, because it seems simple but it is not, and it's something that if you really sit down and think about it, it will help you in your financial journey, whether you're an entrepreneur or a creator or you're a student, whatever category, or you're a 9 to 5 or whatever category you fall under, you can sit down and apply this method and see how powerful the way you think, everything about you will change. Why? Because you already know the stage you are at. From this first stage, you can tell what stage you are at. You are either in the first stage of looking for a way to earn money for yourself, or you are at the third stage or the last stage. So with this, you already know the position you are at, and you already know that, okay, this is what I need to do, and this is what I need to continuously do for me to be able to stack up wealth. A lot of people skip this because it looks common, but it is very valuable. And if you look at the successful people you know today, Dangote, mention them, Obi Kubana, Bill Gates, mention them, they fall under these categories. They all fall under this category if you go and do your research. So you need to know the stage you are at right now, so that you can cut your quotes according to your size, so that you don't spend lavishing, so that you can build financial freedom, not just for yourself, but for your generations to come. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Also like this video and click on the plus sign button to join the family. And of course, lastly, share this video to help someone out there. See you guys in my next one. Thank you.